What is up, friends? Welcome back to another summer 2025 photo shoot. I believe this should be episode 9 right now. So today is Sunday, August 17th. We are getting through August now. It is 3:45 in the afternoon right now, and I am out near Coon Valley. We came out here, I think in episode 2 or 3 for that creek photo shoot, kind of near sunset. But this is a really pretty area. There's a lot of creeks running through this area, trout fishing streams, but I've never been to this spot specifically. This is kind of, right down here near the creeks, and there's a nice little parking area with some trails running through here. So never actually been to this location, so just gonna kind of hike around. I've got the 24mm lens on my camera right now, so probably work with that. But it is pretty sunny. It's been kind of partly cloudy all day, so pretty good conditions, just over 80 degrees. But it's about close to 4 o'clock, so the sun should be starting to set here, within a couple hours. Sunset is at about 8 o'clock, so. But yeah, this is gonna be a pretty much, late summer photo shoot right now. I can see some of the wildflowers are kind of blooming, so that should be pretty cool. We can try and get some photos of that. But yeah, just kind of gonna explore this area, hike around a little bit, and see what we can see. So I might pop on the zoom lens, but I've been working with that a lot, so I do kind of want to work with the fixed lens a bit. So that's kind of the plan for today, so let's go get after it. Yeah, this is a beautiful area, beautiful landscape. Tons of bluffs, creeks running through here. Yeah, just a really cool area. So, gonna go check all this out, see what we can see. All right, friends, literally the first shot that I'm seeing here, absolute banger. I'm already sweating up a storm in this sun. It's really hot actually, but check out this shot. This is taking a few right in here. Absolutely gorgeous. Got all the wildflowers on the foreground. I went vertical with this, right about in here. Focusing on that barn, and I might have to come back when we're coming out of the shoot, when it's a little bit later. Come back to this shot. This would be a good shot for the zoom lens as well, but really pretty. So I will say real quick, these trails they're pretty big. They run like all the way down there, all the way down there, just kind of along the farm field. So I don't know if we'll get to all of it today. It's a lot to explore, but yeah, it's a really cool area. Definitely want to check out as much as I can. Okay, friends, little change of plans here. So I think what I'm gonna do right now is perfect that barn shot over here. I just want to make sure I got it right, and we got good lighting right now, so I'm just gonna go back to that spot, maybe bust out the zoom lens and just get that shot as good as I possibly can here. Back at the barn here. Just had to back up a little. I threw on the zoom lens. Honestly, I think the 24mm might be the one for this, because you can kind of see the creek down there with that lens on. But yeah, I just wanted to perfect this a little bit more, just with the light we do have right now. So I love this scene. That is a big tree right there. Big tree. I think it's huge. Love all these wildflowers. They really pop in August. That's when you know summer is on its way out. Start seeing all these wildflowers pop up. Oh, look at this tree. Huge. Got a landscape shot here, guys. All these wildflowers in the foreground. Wanted to get those in the shot. They're getting lit up nice by the sun right now. And then that big old trunk of that tree, kind of the centerpiece of that photo, popping out there. But yeah, just wanted to get a photo with all these flowers in the shot. So just looking at that for a bit. It is just past 5 o'clock. Day's going quick. So, just gonna check out this trail up here a bit farther. And then I might want to stop at some other spot after this. So we might leave a little bit of time for that. Looks like I've hit the end of the line for this trail. I'm not trying to go swimming today. That's a pretty scene. I just got to show you guys this landscape. It's just so cool looking back here. These bluffs are just amazing. Pretty special place for sure. Looks really cool. That actually might be a shot over there. The wildflowers. Really cool landscape here. Working with these wildflowers. Fortunately, we're losing a bit of light here from the clouds, but I think this shot still turned out pretty good. Looking down at the valley. The sky honestly looks pretty dang good with the clouds. Nice contrast with those clouds, but yeah, it's a super cool shot. I really like how this valley kind of just goes right to this center point here. Looks pretty dope. Yeah, lots of wildflowers in here. Very nice. But yeah, it's losing light to the clouds here. Clouds are rolling in. So. All right, but anyways, yeah, I did not realize that the trail down there just ended at the creek. But what are you gonna do? So plan for right now. Honestly, it's getting pretty dang cloudy. You guys can see there. Sunlight is fading, so that's unfortunate. But just gonna head back to where the truck is, look around a bit more, maybe check out that barn one more time. If there's no sunlight coming out, it's probably gonna be a problem, but we'll see. I gotta think, but we might go to this, go up the creek a little bit to another area to take a shot, but I gotta see if I gotta see what it's looking like once we get back. So kind of the plan right now, but I like the shots that we've gotten so far. They've been pretty good. Fresh creek water. So I just checked my weather app and it said it's supposed to be sunny at like 6 and it's like 5:45. It's super cloudy. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty dark over there. I don't know if it's gonna get sunny again, which is kind of a bummer. Maybe wait around a little bit just to see what these clouds do, but could be it for today. I mean, those are some pretty thick clouds. I don't know if those will clear out in time, so Maybe just hang around here for a bit, see what happens to the sky here. But probably wrap it up pretty soon. All right, friends, I'm back at the truck now. Been hanging out here for a little bit. It's about 6 o'clock and these clouds are not lifting at all. You guys can see it's actually like pretty dark back there. Yeah, it's pretty dark. But yeah, these clouds just pretty much rolled in and I just lost all my light, all my sunlight. I kind of had a feeling this would happen, but we had good light there for about an hour and a half. And yeah, you just gotta work with what you got and make the most of it. It's pretty much all you can do. So, but yeah, a little unfortunate that the clouds kind of just took over. I thought it was gonna get sunny right until sunset, but is what it is, man. Pretty happy with the shots. We only got like 2 or 3 pretty good ones out of this shoot, but I really like this this farm shot that we took. You guys can kind of see it. It's like right there. But yeah, that barn shot was pretty sweet. All the wildflowers in the foreground, and then some shots along the trail with the flowers involved as well. Those all turned out pretty good, but not a whole bunch here, just a few. But I think those few that we did take are gonna turn out pretty dang well come post editing. So, but yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this this episode, guys. I don't know, this may be kind of short, so I might throw something on at the end, like some other photo shoot clipped on here. I got to figure that out, but that'll do it for this photo shoot here, at least for Sunday, August 17th. And yeah, you can just honestly driving around, just looking around, and you can really start to tell that it's the end of summer. I'm already starting to see like some leaves drying out and falling off the trees, and everything is starting to get kind of that just tint of yellow, just a small tint of yellow here and there on the trees. So you can definitely start to tell that summer is closing it out, and it's a bittersweet time of the year for sure. Kids are going back to school, you know, all the fall sports are starting up again, and yeah, it's just a change of season. It's right around the corner, man. Dude, this summer honestly just flew by. It just flew by so fast, dude. I think I got honestly a lot done this summer. It's not over yet for sure, but yeah, I made a lot of good progress this summer and did quite a few photo shoots, so we made the most of it. Man, it is getting dark, dude. This is wild. I literally looked on my weather app and it said it would be sunny at 6, and this is what I got. So, but that'll do it for this one, guys. Yeah, satisfied with the shots we got with the sunlight that we were working with. Made the most of it for sure. So definitely going to be coming down to this general area some more during the fall season as well. This spot and these locations around here just gonna look absolutely gorgeous during the fall. It's gonna be prime time for sure. So, but that'll do it for this one, guys. I appreciate you sticking with me as always, and I'll see you guys back at the crib for the photo review. All right, what is up, friends? Welcome back to another summer 2025 photo shoot. I think this is episode 10 now, 9 or 10. I don't even know, but today is Saturday, August 23rd, so we are rolling right through August, almost the end of August. I'm out here with Jacob.
Hi.
There he is. And it's about 4:30 right now. Beautiful day. It's like literally 72 degrees. Gorgeous out here. But we're out, kind of in the bluff areas. At this like storage place. I don't know if there's going to be any amazing shots here, but we're going to look around at the bluffs probably and just see what we can see. And then we're going to head down to a second spot after this, and that one should be pretty good as well. We'll kind of work with a creek, and there should be a little farm scene over there. So that's kind of the plan for today. Let's get after it. Beautiful day today. This corn is a little high. A little higher than I expected. I was hoping to get a shot like looking at these bluffs down here, but that might be a no-go. All right, friends, we're looking down on this bluffy landscape, and yeah, me and Jacob were just taking some zoom shots on that farm scene right there. All the corn. It's a nice farm scene. There were some shadows kind of hitting the bluffs as well, kind of darkening that up, adding some contrast. Right over here, looking at these bluffs right now. Last kind of shot here that we were looking at, I was trying to get, but just this bluff landscape with the corn in the foreground. Nothing too crazy. Sorry about the wind, but I just thought this looked kind of cool. With all those clouds, it makes it look pretty sweet too. Yeah, again, I did not expect this corn to be this high. Thought we'd get a little better viewpoint looking down here, but it still works.
I was questioning it right when you said it.
Yeah, Jacob doesn't like this spot.
No, it's not.
I mean, I was only looking at getting two shots here. Basically that one, and then this one. So, but yeah, we're gonna go to this other location. Should be a little bit more interesting. All right, friends, last shot here. Almost missed this one on the way out, but we got a vertical shot of this farm building. You guys can see we got really nice sunlight hitting the corn there. Also those nice clouds. Looks really good. But yeah, we're pretty far away, so just using that zoom and kind of cropping it right here. All right, let's get out of here. Next location. Okay, friends, just pulled up to the second location here. It's about just past like 5:30, and yeah, check that out. Got a little creek down there, and there's a farm over there as well. So yeah, I'm gonna mosey down there, and I switched out the lens to the 22 or 24, so we'll mess around with that for a bit. Let's do it. Yeah, it looks sweet.
Yep.
Coon Creek down there. Been running into troubles on this street, but this gate, it's locked right now. So I don't know, there's really no way. We could hop the fence, but not trying to get in any trouble right now. So we're just kind of hanging out on this side, just kind of taking shots of the farm and this landscape here. I got up on this rock here like this to kind of get that stream or that creek visible, and took a landscape just like this. Sun is a bit harsh, but we're closing in on 6 o'clock, so it's getting lower in the sky, so it's still a super pretty landscape. I just wish we could get in there a little bit more. Okay, everybody, this is a little bit of a bust since we couldn't actually get down in there, but worked with the zoom lens and the fixed lens here, kind of taking some shots of the farm, the silo there, the bluffs in the background. Clouds have rolled through now, and yeah, we just lost a little bit of sunlight, but that's all right. And then I was actually just coming over here and looking at this fence with the creek in the background like that. Yeah, the clouds just rolled in here. But that'll do it for this location and this photo shoot. No, it wasn't much, but we tried to get out here and get after it, so it is what it is. All right, friends, that'll do it for this photo shoot. No, it wasn't too crazy or anything, but we tried to get out here and get after it. And yeah, I've been wanting to at least take a look at these 2 spots that we went to today, just to see what they looked like. And yeah, hopefully get at least a photo or 2 out of them. A couple good ones maybe. But yeah, it's about 6 o'clock right now. So we're just gonna get heading back, and the clouds have rolled in. So we're just gonna get back into town here. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. And yeah, it's pretty much the end of August right now, so we're rolling right into September. So fall is gonna be here before we know it. But that'll do it for me, guys, and I'll see you guys back at the crib for the photo review. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the crib for the photo review for episode 9 here. And yeah, we're doing a little bit of a combo episode, I guess, in this one. So two separate photo shoots, 2 different weekends. And yeah, both of those photo shoots kind of ran a little bit quick, so I figured may as well do a little bit of a combo here and combine them both. So yeah, that's what we're doing in this episode 9 for the review portion. But yeah, both those shoots were pretty dang good out there in Coon Valley on the first one. Kind of to the south. We went there actually to that same general area earlier in the summer, so that was my second time kind of going out to that area this summer. But I had not gone to that spot specifically before, so that location for photos was different to me, completely new. And then yeah, went out that next weekend with Jacob and kind of just bummed around the city a little bit, and kind of just went to two kind of random spots that were relatively close in town, and I just really wanted to take a look at how those. I didn't really honestly know what to expect out of those 2 spots, but they produced some decent shots, some decent photos out of those 2 locations. That one down by the creek to finish off that field footage, and then out by the there's kind of these what do you call it, like storage units. But I wanted to go out there specifically because it was kind of out in the bluff country, and there was kind of some just like cool farm landscapes around that area. So just wanted to go out there and check it out, and it turned out pretty good. We had a lot of sunlight and some good clouds on that day. So both of those shoots were pretty dang good. Got some got some good photos out of that one, and it was fun to kind of go around, get out with Jacob as well. Haven't done a photo shoot with that guy in quite a minute. We've both been busy with our own kind of photos and whatnot. So yeah, it was good to get out with him, do a bit of photos. And that's pretty much it for the intro. And I will say, so we're doing a combo on this episode, and then next episode 10 for summer, that will be the final episode for summer 2025, and then we're going to roll right into fall. And that is kind of the reason why I'm kind of combining these two, because I definitely just need to get these last couple episodes out for you guys and then start a brand new season here. So that's kind of the plan. Let's hop onto the screen here. We will start reviewing these photos. I will say right off the bat here that I have not gotten to the editing portion for a lot of these, all these photos coming out of these episodes yet. I have selected a handful to be edited, some of the best looking photos out of the bunch here to be edited, but none of these have actually gone through the editing process, so all these are going to be the raw images, the raw files. So just a heads up for you guys. But we started out this shoot starting out here at the Coon Valley kind of trout stream location, and really awesome landscapes, really cool bluff country back here. But started out with this awesome scene of this barn with a bunch of wildflowers that were in full bloom, and got a nice kind of that sliver of that trout stream you can kind of see there. But this was, I thought, one of the better photos out of the many that I took at this scene. This was kind of the focal point scene for this whole location, I thought, just because it was really cool looking. You can see here we got good focus on that barn, and then you guys can see the stream there, wildflowers out of focus in the foreground there, kind of creating some nice depth, but really cool image. And then I got a good exposure so you can kind of see some of those clouds going on in the sky, and then also really like the shadows of how kind of this bluff side is completely in shadow there. I'll run through some of the other images that I shot of this scene, some nice verticals, and then I did actually pop on the zoom lens because I wanted to see what that would look like for this same scene here. And these images actually turned out pretty good with the zoom lens on here, the 70 to 300. Just maybe need to do a little bit of rotation on this, kind of cut out that sky here in the upper left-hand corner. But once I do that and bring up the contrast and the shadows down a bit, this image could turn out really good here. Just a nice kind of a different landscape shot of that same scene. Again, kind of see that trout stream just glistening there with the sun kind of reflecting off it. Really cool looking. Wildflowers in the foreground. And yeah, this was pretty much peak time for all these wildflowers growing out here. And I really like kind of August and mid-August, late August, early September for that reason. All these yellow wildflowers really get into bloom. And that's really what I honestly focused on throughout this shoot. You guys will see that in these next shots here. Same thing. I was kind of just wanting to focus on those wildflowers. Some really pretty shots here of the landscape, and we had that really huge tree. That thing is old, really old tree, but I believe this shot here will be the one I edit up. We had a little bit more focus on the tree there and the backdrop landscape, while also preserving some nice focus on the wildflowers throughout this photo as well. So this photo specifically had a bit more shadow going on to it. There was a bit more shadow in the foreground here. The highlights remained, and then we also had some nice clouds come through in the sky in these later photos of that scene. There's that first set again, so you guys can kind of see the difference there. But yeah, really cool scene with the wildflowers again. Kind of got the trail a little bit in there. It's kind of a leading line, but really like the clouds in this and how you can kind of see that whole backdrop of just bluffs and the countryside in the background. And, perfect sunlight on this as well. Really could not ask for better sunlight during this portion of the shoot, and then we had a bunch of clouds roll in. These ones, I have not selected out the correct image for these guys, so I'll kind of just scroll through them here. But this was the final photo out of this shoot, so didn't get like a ton of photos out of this because I didn't actually know where these trails would go, so I didn't know how large of an area I would be exploring. But these photos actually turned out really good. You guys can see that clarity of the landscape there and the bluffs in the background. All the wildflowers are kind of out of focus a bit. I actually kind of like that. The sun is hitting those bluffs a bit there in the background pretty nicely. So it's a really good landscape, playing with the focus a bit there, as you guys can see from the backdrop to the foreground. So I do need to run through these. Let me turn up the brightness on my monitor a little bit here. There we go. I don't know how much that brightness affects you guys on your end, but may as well turn that up a little bit. So then we had a little patch of sunlight come through there as well, but a lot of these photos are pretty good. Just a super, super pretty landscape. As I was mentioning kind of throughout the field footage, it's just a really, really, really beautiful area. Super popular for trout fishing and all that. So kind of run through these quick again. Now that I got the brightness turned up on the monitor, just to show you guys quick one more time. So really cool images. Really like that barn scene. That was pretty awesome. I should have taken some more shots of this here. Where was it? This was pretty cool. This could be another shot opportunity during the fall months. Just really nice lighting here, and then the backdrop is kind of shadowy. But I thought this image was honestly pretty good, but I didn't spend too much time on it. I just snapped these real quick. And then I should have spent a bit more time with this image here, kind of another shot of this other barn. Or no, that was the same barn, but on the back side here. So I should have spent a little bit more time on doing this guy. But I was paying attention to the sunlight and realizing that I did not have much sunlight left. With what I was working with. Those clouds rolled in really quickly on that day, on that photo shoot day. So yeah, the clouds just rolled in hot and heavy, and the sunlight just pretty much dropped right at 6 p.m. You guys can see those clouds really start to roll in. So pretty much lost all my light. But that was that photo shoot. We'll start going through these other images now from the shoot with Jacob there on that next weekend. Just looking at the farm landscape here with the cornfields. Got a nice shot of this red Chevrolet truck. I think this shot would honestly be the shot that I would edit, the photo that I would edit. It's that nice red truck pulling through the scene. Kind of gives some color to it, but nice landscape shot there of the farm fields. These shots actually turned out better than I expected, and I think I'll edit up one of these photos. Just kind of a simple scene here, but just a stack of corn in the foreground, getting lit up by some nice sun, good clouds in the sky, and then I really, I was again focusing on the bluffs and the bluff landscapes in this area, and that was getting some nice kind of spots of shadow and sunlight, just some good variation between the shadows and highlights. So, this is a simple scene, but with some editing, this could honestly turn out to be a pretty good image, and just a nice kind of late summer, early fall image right before the harvest type of vibes. So I actually like how that image turned out. Pretty simple, but yeah, I like that one. And then working our way through, again, just focusing on that barn. Again, different style here, portrait style or vertical style, and then I was really just messing around with what this sun was doing. We had so many clouds in the sky at this point that every minute we were getting different sunlight hitting the scenes that we were looking at out here. So you guys can tell when I'm scrolling through the images here, if you kind of pay attention to the highlights and the shadows, just how much it's changing throughout these images. So I think that last one here, these last few, are really some of the best. You guys can see that clarity we have on the farm, on that silo, And then just that transition from shadow to highlight on the bluff there in the background is really crisp. If you guys can see that transition going on, you know, there we go. So we got that shadow coming in, and then those highlights really pop right there. So those ones turned out really good. Really nice focus on these as well. So those were awesome. Cool looking barn too. Got a bunch of like vines here on the front facing side. Really cool looking. And that was that location. So our last and final location down at the creek. And yeah, not too many photos here because I initially thought that we'd be able to get into this, but unfortunately it was gated off. And I was kind of bummed out because I really wanted to hike around this kind of creek here and look at what was down there as far as photos, but we were kind of just subjected to the gravel parking area. But yeah, it was just gated off, so not too many photos out of this. Kind of just working with what we had out here. So we were kind of just looking right on. Just some nice landscape shots of that scene. You guys can see the rolling hills in the background. Just a classic driftless area. Good focus on these as well. And yeah, just trying to incorporate pretty much everything into these photos here. You guys can tell the sun was kind of going in and out as these clouds, kind of getting some more heavy clouds in the sky. But these shots actually turned out pretty dang good now that I'm just looking at them here with some fresh eyes. I haven't scrolled through these images too much, but these ones look pretty dang good for what they are. So those were cool. Some nice landscape, just classic driftless area, farm scene with the trout stream. And then a couple vertical shots here, incorporating the gate, looking down on the bluffs. Change to the zoom lens just to see what it would look like. I wasn't liking it too much, to be honest. And at this point, the clouds are rolling in pretty heavy, so just taking some more shots of the farm. And that was pretty much it. There wasn't much after that, I don't believe. Yep, that was pretty much it. Let's see here. Let me just check. Yep, that was it. So those were all the photos. Yeah, these last few with that zoom lens, they didn't really turn out that good. So I like the ones with the fixed 24 though. These landscapes turned out pretty nice. I actually like those. But those were all the photos, guys, from those 3 locations. So I just went through 3 locations pretty quick there. But wanted to get these kind of packed into one full episode for all you guys out there, just to show you guys what all these looked like. And yeah, I love that photo. That is could be one of my favorites from the summer, honestly. This farm scene here. Yeah, overall, really good shots from all of these photo shoots that we just went on the past couple weeks here, getting ready to close out the summer. All these turned out pretty dang good. Nice landscapes, good wildflower scenes. Got some shots of the corn harvest, corn, all that good stuff. Yeah, I've been getting just a lot of classic Midwest shots this whole summer. Really been stuck into it, so it's been good. It's been really good. Those shots turned out nice. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much good. I don't need to go over these 2 more, but we'll hop off the screen here, guys. That's a bit longer, bit of a more longer extended photo review, I suppose, but I think it was worth it to kind of combine all those together into one big episode for everyone. Let me just make sure I'm covering everything. Yeah, I got everything. Yep. So, 3 different locations, 2 in that photo shoot with Jacob, and then that 1 out in Coon Valley. But honestly, some pretty good ones. A couple bangers out of this one. I really like the ones with the wildflowers out in Coon Valley. Those were awesome. And then some more simple kind of what's the word? I wouldn't say minimalistic, but that shot with the corn and the bluffs, just kind of some simple countryside scenes that can honestly turn out, better than you expect when you look at the image, kind of post edit. They can honestly turn out pretty nice, like those shots of the corn and the bluffs. Just some simple stuff that can turn out pretty good. But that will do it for me, guys. Like I said, we're getting ready to close out the summer. That's why I am kind of putting these two together for a combo episode. And then, I got one more episode for you guys for summer 2025. That will be episode 10. So we got to double digits for the summer, which is pretty cool. I think last summer, I believe there was like 6 episodes for summer 2024. So this summer, and I kind of dragged it out more into September here. Or I guess no, I haven't. I basically went all the way up until the end of August. So. We're closing out the summer here, last couple episodes. So getting ready for fall, and getting ready to capture some fall foliage and some red and yellow and orange leaves. I'm definitely getting excited for it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a fun time. So that'll do it for this one, guys. Episode 9, summer 2025. I got episode 10 in the books for you guys, coming soon, and then fall 2025. It's gonna be here before you know it. So. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.